Hi and welcome to After the Checkered Flag, after round one of Monster Energy Supercross here at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Lee Diffie, Ricky Carmichael with you. What a night, mate.
Yeah, it was awesome all across the board, 250 and 450 class. Great to be back for the 2021 series.
And great to have fans in the stands. It really kind of amped us up to hear their reaction to what was happening on track. There were 10,000 people here tonight, so really terrific to have the fans back. But let's get to the business at hand, and let's start with 250s. And Christian Craig, we made this mention throughout the broadcast about how he was, right from the outset, from Media Day on Friday, he led the pack there. He led the practice sessions. He was terrific in qualifying, but then that emotional victory, his first win in 5 years, slumped over the handlebars. You could see his body kind of convulsing, and then he cried there. He cried up on the podium, but that's not a negative. That's a good thing because, as he discussed, what he had to persevere, people writing him off.
People in his corner.
Writing him off. And he comes back emphatically. How big a turning point is that in his career?
Well, for him, it's got to give him a tremendous amount of confidence. I mean, he was a class of his field. He was the class of his field today, and I would love nothing more than to see him continue to do this. Put in another good ride when we come back here on Tuesday. Get the ball rolling so he can feel that and know what it's like. He knows what it's like to win now, and he needs to keep continuing to do that. He put himself in really good positions all day long, but it's easy to do that when you have an advantage, and he looked like he had an advantage tonight.
Yeah, the Monster Energy Star Yamahas were very good with his teammate Colt Nichols doing really well in third, and sandwiched in the middle was the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki of Austin Faulkner. The one thing I'll remember about Austin tonight is his post-race interview saying, "I've never been so happy to finish second." He had to dig deep for that. He came from further back in the opening laps, and to get second, I think I said it on the broadcast too, that's an omen for his competitors. If he's happy with that second, look out, and it could be a great season for him.
Yeah, the Austin Faulkner of old, for sure, he would have been like, I got to win. Sometimes you got to take those seconds and just chip away. You got to kind of hedge your bets. Going off of past seasons with Christian Craig, he hasn't been able to string them together. So was that in the back of Austin's mind? Perhaps. So if so, then that was like a win. However, if Christian Craig figures it out and can ride this thing out to the end of the season, then Austin's going to have his hands full. However, I still liked his composure in riding this thing on in second place.
And there will be some guys looking to do slightly better on Tuesday night. Michael Mosiman on the gas. Jet Lawrence didn't get the result he was looking for in sixth with a late fall. RJ Hampshire went down.
Both Jet Lawrence and RJ Hampshire's falls, that was just, I think they're better than that. Yep. Really, those were careless mistakes, and that's going to jump up to bite them. I know they'll rebound, and they're probably beating their own selves up, but it's our job, especially mine, to give my analysis, and that was those were simple mistakes that shouldn't happen, and I expect him to tighten it up.
So analyze this. Yep. Justin Barsha winning the season opener for the third time in succession. First to do that in 25 years since Jeremy McGrath did it. There's something special about the season opener in this guy.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I think a lot of it's upstairs. It's in his mind. He has the confidence that he can do it. So not only that, and then being on the new team in the press conference this last week, he was talking about how well he was gelling with the team, how predictable and comfortable he was on the bike, and he loved everything about it. So he had that confidence on top of knowing that he had a good shot to win the opening round. And I got to give it to him, not only having the confidence, but the pressure he withstood from Ken Roczen. That is a really hard position to be in when you have a guy right on your tail the whole race. I mean, it's nerve-wracking, and you can't bust him, you can't gap him. That's a tough position to be in.
Not a great night for the champ, Eli Tomac. He got caught up in an incident with Vince Freese. Not a super night for Cooper Webb either. He was further back than where we thought. You mentioned Ken Roczen. There was no surprise to see Kenny up there. He's feeling good. The bike, the new Honda's good. How about Marvin Musquin on his return to Supercross after that knee surgery, and to see the smile and the genuine elation on the podium to get that podium result on his comeback?
Well, I expect him to be back even better next time we come here on Tuesday. And we never really talked about him that much. He had a good qualifying practice. I wasn't sure it was the first or the second one. Anyhow, he was up there, but we didn't really make mention of it. It was like, okay, And then he comes out and he quietly gets third. Positioned himself perfect. He got good starts. And for his first race back, being gone and sidelined for a year, it's hard to come back and have that intensity level. So I expect him to be that much better. He's going to be able to sleep on his performance tonight and think about where those other guys were better than him, and he has the ability to make that adjustment when he gets on the track come Tuesday.
By the way, when you caught yourself there and reminded yourself about next time we come back, we've got to remind ourselves, we will be back here on Tuesday and we'll be back here on Saturday. But speaking of Tuesday, first up, if you've got Peacock Premium, if you don't have it yet, grab it. It's well worth it. You'll see everything live, and then we will have same-day delay coverage on NBCSN a little later on Tuesday night for round 2. So it's a short turnaround. After the second round, there's a few more days off before next Saturday's event. So it's a triple treat here in Houston. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Tuesday night.